Okay, we'll start with Jen Hale, followed by Todd Graffinini.
Coach, congratulations on the win. In fact, a 3-game win streak. Big picture, what would you say is different about your team right now than where they were, say, on that road trip where it was so hard to come by a win?
Well, I mean, a lot of things are different. I mean, I just think, more consistent energy. We understand our game and how we're trying to play offensively a little bit better. Yeah, I mean, it's a totally different group. This one was impressive to me for our guys. 6th game in 9 nights, all 6 games against teams who are currently 500 or better. So it's not like you ran into a weak schedule. And then to close it out like that in the fourth quarter, just a big time win, and a one that I hope we can build on and learn from after a fourth quarter collapse last night where we hung on to win, but we collapsed and really got away from our game. To finish it the way we did tonight, I thought was really important.
Eric Bledsoe was key in that finish, 11 points in that fourth quarter alone. What did you like about how he was able to turn it on and capitalize?
Well, look, I mean, he shot the ball really well, but he shot the ball really well all year. And our guys are looking for him. They're making plays to him because they know he's shooting it really well. And then he got downhill on the one. But, he's shooting the 3 very well with his feet set. Guys are looking for him all the time.
Coach, in the second half, specifically with 2 minutes left in the third quarter, it just seemed that a light switch went on defensively, and you really took it from the last 2 minutes of the third throughout the fourth. What did you see happen during that span?
Well, I think our guys were working pretty hard the entire game. I'll qualify that. I didn't think we came out with great energy defensively, but for most of the game, I thought our guys played really hard. We just couldn't. It was hard to get a grasp on Ja Morant in pick and rolls. I mean, he's really good. We tried several different things, and he had success against all of them. So it was tough. But in the fourth quarter, we got it under control a little bit. And then, as I always say, I thought we played a little bit better, and they missed. That's the way it goes. I mean, that thing of people saying it's a make or miss league, that may be simplistic, but it has a lot to do with it. And they had some looks that they could have made. I did think our defense was a lot better, but they had some looks that, they made in the first half and didn't make in the second half.
I'm going to keep it with the defensive theme because I know that's what you like. But we had 9 block shots in the ball game, which is a season high, and that's something that we really didn't see earlier in the year, and that's starting to become part of the defensive arsenal.
Well, Lonzo's got a real knack, coming from behind people, and I just thought we were pretty active. We didn't do our normal great job on the defensive glass, but other than that, yeah, I thought we played hard. And then the biggest thing defensively is, we struggled with them all night, but in the fourth, after giving up 90 through 3, we only give up 18 in the fourth. That was huge for us. And then the overriding thing that I think helps us not only offensively, but is probably the biggest defensive statistic to look at with us is turnovers. Because when you're turning the ball over, it's so hard to get your defense set. And, we had, 20 last night, and we only had 10 tonight. And so that allows you to really dig in defensively because you're not, throwing outlet passes to them at the other end. So our guys were good with that.
And Christian Clark here, I believe that final 5.5 minutes you guys scored the 15-5. What did you like about your execution down the stretch in this game?
Yeah, we didn't run anything real complicated. I'm not that smart offensively. I mean, there's a lot of guys in this league a lot smarter than I am. I just, we tried to get the ball in the hands of our best players, our best playmakers, and that's what we did. Zion and Brandon had the ball all the time, and they did a good job. They made plays, and that's what you rely on them to do. And these situations are good for guys like that at their ages, having to be in these situations and make those plays. So they'll only continue to get better. It won't be linear. There'll be ups and downs, but they were really good tonight.
And I know last night, you were frustrated by the lack of movement. Did you feel like the movement late in this game was better?
Well, yeah, I do. And I think it starts with, guys who draw attention defensively and can draw a second defender. Ball goes out, you put teams in rotation, then our ball movement's pretty good. We also kept our pace up, which I was worried about, coming off last night, but also back-to-back, 6th game in 9 nights. But we learned from last night. We talked about it. This is our game and part of its pace, and we have to play it for 48 minutes, not for 36, and then try to run out the clock. So I was happy with it tonight.
What's up, Stan? This is Will from The Athletic. You've talked a lot this year about getting defensive buy-in from your best guys, Deion and Zion included. The other night, Deion had 7 deflections. Tonight, career high 4 blocks. Just what have you seen from them on the defensive end recently?
They're both working a lot harder, and that's good, and I think it translates to the rest of the team. Everybody's, playing it a little harder. We've still got a long way to go defensively, but if we continue to work at it, we'll get there. And look, we've talked about it with Brandon and Zion. It's not me talking to them. It's all of the 3 of us talking, and they get it. Like, if you look at the best duos in this league, the ones that really win, whether it's LeBron James and Anthony Davis or Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, or even young guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, all of those teams, their 2 best players are both ends of the floor players. They make the plays offensively, and then they go down and are outstanding defensive players. And so for those 2 guys to go beyond putting up numbers and become guys that are really driving winning on a large scale, they need to take that responsibility of playing at both ends of the floor. And I think they both understand that. They both want to do that. They're both committed to winning, and they know they've got to get better in those areas. So I'm really happy with the effort they're putting in. If we continue to do that, we'll build the habits that we need that will carry us through.
Hey Stan, Doug at WWL TV. Have you noticed, or would it be safe to say Zion has gotten more aggressive, especially offensively? Maybe that's fed off of defense, but in the last week or so, have you noticed him just being more aggressive from an athlete?
Well, I think he's always aggressive. I think to me, the improvement he's made over the last 5, 6, 7 games, whatever it is he's helping his teammates. He's not taking it all on his shoulders that he has to score all the time. He only took 14 shots tonight, and another 5 times to the line, not counting the 3-point play. So that's not a ton of attempts to get 29 points, and he's willing to pass the ball. Would he have another 5 assists tonight? That's becoming a regular thing. This guy's like, within the last 5 games, more than doubled his assist total. He's trusting people. He's making plays. That's what I notice. And that leads to better offense, and it also leads to a much better team feeling of, guys wanting, everybody wants to play with our 2 best players right now. Everybody wants to, because they'll make plays. They're not being selfish. And that translates then to everything. Scott, that was your wife or your girlfriend saying hello there?
Both.
Both? Okay. All right. We're not even going to get into that.
Oh, I don't know how I follow that up. I guess back to Brandon. A couple of nights ago, I asked you, did you think that Brandon was forcing it in the 4th quarter? It seems like this has been 2 in a row where he has kind of been more relaxed, been more loose. Does it just go back to him making plays for other people, or what have you seen from him these 2 last 4th quarters?
Listen, I just think, both he and Zion, I think that they trust their teammates. They know those guys are good players, and they're making plays for them. They're using their abilities to make the right play. And look, it's all, we think of basketball about being athletic ability and skills, and obviously both those things are important, but this is a game of decisions at both ends of the floor. The best players in this league are great decision makers, and making shot pass decisions are a big part of that. When do I shoot it? When do I pass it? And as I've told them both, and what the thing I like what they're doing a good job of, they're not coming down and just passively passing the ball to let other people play. They're being aggressive, as you said, Andrew, being aggressive, attacking. And now if I'm one-on-one, I can score. If I draw help, I make the right play to other people, and you trust the result. And right now they're really, really trusting their teammates, and their teammates are delivering. But that ability to be aggressive and make the right decision is what determines, how good you're going to be offensively as a team.
Hey Stan, your starting five, I think everybody was plus 15 or above tonight. Do you sense a boosted chemistry with that group that maybe just took time and minutes together to get there, or do you think they're just playing a lot better?
Well, I think we're playing well, but if you go back, Scott, early in the year, that was one of the best five-man lineups in the league. And then we went on the road trip, and we sort of broke that lineup, right? I mean, Bled had the eye injury. Zion missed a game on a false positive. Zoe was out for a couple of games. And so we sort of lost the continuity there, I think, and it's taken them some time to get it back is what I think has happened. Because until we got into that and had to have people in and out of the lineup, that lineup was really good too.
All right, Coach, we're all set. Thank you.
Thanks. All right.